Today we have with us Dr. Prabhudev M. Hiramat, who is a consultant pediatrics, who is currently working at Child Center in New Delhi. So, Dr. Prabhu, welcome to National Dynamic Medical Student Summit. It's a pleasure and honor to have you today.
Yeah, pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me here.
Right. Dr. Prabhu, just to give an idea of the entire summit. So, the summit is mainly planned and organized for the medical students. So, after MBBS, what career pathway they can choose, and that by
Okay.
interacting with the consultant themselves and actually looking into the reality of each specialty and what could be, and so that the students can take an informed decision on that. Right. So with
Sure.
that,
Yeah.
let's begin our interaction. So the first question what we would like to know is, so why did you choose pediatrics as a specialty for your career pathway? Or was it your first choice, or how did you, come up into pediatrics?
Okay. Okay. First of all, I mean, I never really wanted to pediatrics till I entered internship. Okay. So till then, surgery was my passion. Okay. In
Mhm.
internship, I fell in confusion after doing my work in pediatrics. Okay. The utmost satisfaction and the smile on the parents' face, I mean, that was kind of challenging and very bold posting I had. So then only I really thought of considering pediatrics as an option. But still, surgery was my preferred option. But when I wrote my entrance, I was getting seat in PJ Chandigarh. So of course, again I fell in confusion whether to go for surgery or pediatrics. Okay, so I decided if I have to sacrifice most of my life, dedicate most of my life, let it be for children who are really innocent, most vulnerable, and in whom we try to see God. That's the motivation I got to do pediatrics, and I am till now I never regretted for doing pediatrics, and really love it. I mean, if you love children, then go for it. Their conditions apply. There are so many things you require to do pediatrics. I mean, we will talk about it. Yeah.
Great, great, got that. That's a wonderful, thought process. Right. So with that, so you've been practicing as a pediatrician. So, what do you say about the pros of being a pediatrician? What are the advantages?
The pros are you are always a valuable asset to the society. You stay in village or you stay in metropolitan city, and your service is needed everywhere. Okay, and you stand out as a doctor because being pediatrician is a unique thing because nobody can manage child, but OBG obstetrician can manage some medicine cases, some medicine person can manage some gynec course, but when it comes to children, man, it's really tough, and I hardly see any people daring to do that. So as a pediatrician, this is actually a pro thing. Okay, so either in village or in metropolitan, you are always in demand. Okay, you are always people try to actively know who is the nearby pediatrician. That's actually plus point for you.
Got
And
that.
okay, we'll
Yeah.
go on more. I will discuss more as we go on. Yeah.
Got it. So, with that being said, so what are the disadvantage or cons of being in a pediatric?
Yeah, disadvantages are definitely there. Yeah, I mean, you need to be a lot more patient. Okay, particularly with children, and more than with children, with the parents. Tip of the toes, and there is no room for error usually in children, and they worsen very rapidly, and it's that stressful. And you ready any given time to face any consequences. It's not like any other specialty like dermat and ophtho. Okay, I will go 10 o'clock, I will come back 4 o'clock. That usually doesn't work in pediatrics. That's the only disadvantage I have felt. Matlab, you cannot plan actually how your day goes. That's the only disadvantage. Other than that, I really don't have nothing to say about disadvantage being a pediatrician. Yeah.
Got that. Right. So now, looking into pediatrics as a specialty from the student point of
Yeah.
view, for whom do you think this would be an ideal choice as a career?
Definitely, there is no particular criteria. If you are impatient, once you get into the department, you can learn to be patient. If you don't like children, you can learn to like children. There is nothing there. It's about all your passion. I mean, there is no set of criteria. Myself, little impatient. Okay, so after once I got into pediatrics, I'm learning. Still, I'm learning to be patient more and more. And thing is, you need to really love children. Okay, I have seen many people who got pediatrics because they weren't getting medicine. Okay. After doing pediatrics, again, they don't want to go back to medicine. Still, those options are there, but I suggest if you like children, if you want to treat children and you like the innocence and you are ready to take little stress in life, then it's good branch for you. If you're kind of person, I don't want to work after 4 p.m, I don't want to work after 5 p.m, and I really want to enjoy family life, all such things, I mean, you can do that being in pediatrics also. But if you're that kind of very particular person, then I suggest, okay, you can look for other clinical subjects rather than pediatrics, because pediatrics, of course, I mean, you cannot decide how your day goes. That's what he says.
Got it. Got it. So now looking into the specialization, right? So now pediatrics as a specialization. Now, what are the super specialization opportunities one can have after MD pediatrics?
Okay, being a MD graduate from PJ Chandigarh, I really this is a good question for me because I have been exposed to all the super special subspecialties in pediatrics. In India, in currently, if you ask me, if you had asked me this question 5 years back, I mean, any other pediatrician, they would have said only neonatology. Okay, now scenarios are changing. Neonatology is not the only option. I have DM pediatric neurology, which I am interested in, and DM pulmonology, genetics, endocrinology, nephrology. Okay, I mean, any branch which you can name DM in adult medicine, you can name that in pediatrics as of now. It is coming up. It is coming up. Even DM pediatric rheumatology. Okay, so there is no dearth for options. Okay, I think it is next. It is still in very selective centers like AIMS, PJ, some in Chip. I think next 5 to 10 years we are going to have full-fledged pediatric subspecialties in every good center in India, just like, yeah, medicine. Okay, so you name any subspecialty with like you name in adult, it's there in pediatrics nowadays. It's you coming up in, it's a big thing, it's coming up. Yeah.
Right. So, as you rightly said, like, there a lot of subspecialties has come up, and so
Yeah.
going ahead, there'd be a lot of compartmentalization of even specialities in children,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
population is
Yes.
also
Yes.
growing, so that also makes a
Yeah.
need.
Growing.
Right, right. So now looking into after post MD of pediatrics, so what are the career opportunities
Okay.
in India and also in abroad?
Okay. First, I will talk about in India. Okay. It's up to you actually whether you want to restrict yourself to MD. That's totally fine. Still, being a MD, you have a lot to contribute to society. Okay. Can become a, you can set up your own hospital, nursing home, or clinic, or you can join medical college. I mean, the n number of options. It's up to you. You decide what you want. Okay, just like any other person, you can decide being a pediatrician where you want to practice. You want to practice in a town also, just with one sphygmometer, one thermometer, one table, one chair. That's good enough for you. Okay, or you can settle in metropolitan. This is if you want to restrict yourself to MD, that's totally fine. Being MD is totally okay as of now. I mean, many people actually MD are, I mean, doing wonders in society. Otherwise, there are fellowship options. Fellowships are little much easier to get than DM, as DM seats are quite less as of now. So fellowships, you can train any subject. If you like endo, pediatric endo fellowships are there. If you like neuro, you can get. If you like neonatology, it's up to you. Okay, so opportunities are plenty. There is no area where pediatrician is not required. Okay, any hospital, any nursing home, any town, any city, even tier 2, tier 3 cities now requiring specialists. Okay, you can see neonatologists working even in district places and taluk places as of now. Okay, so if you ask other subspecialties, they are more largely restricted to metropolitan. But I think next 5 to 10 years, I mean, every city will be having every pediatric subspecialist. So pediatric, I mean, career is really bright, going to be bright. Okay, I have no doubt about it. You will get good job opportunity. But how you create a career for you, it's up to you. But you will always have a job. You will always get a job. You will always earn the money. I can assure you that. Yeah.
Got that. So that's a bright thing to look into. And so once looking into the career, so what would the earning potential? So as soon as one completes MD pediatrics, And so what would be the earning potential in numbers and as an experience. So what an MBBS graduate can look forward to if they become a pediatrician in terms of earning.
Okay, being post MD, the minimum earning you can have is 1 lakh without doing much. Okay, at least 1 lakh you will earn. Aram se. Okay, but if you want to do earn extra, I mean, again, I can tell you it's up to you. Okay, you want to dedicate more time, you want to go and practice. I cannot give you limit how much you can earn. I can give minimum amount how much you can earn 1 lakh. Okay. So if you want to lead middle class life and to have a home, to buy a car and to run a family, that's good. I mean, but earning potential, it's sky is the limit, I can say it. You up to totally. You can establish your own clinic or you can do some specialties. You can earn like anything. There is no limit. I cannot give you a number. Okay. So I have seen myself earning people earning 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs also. So I cannot give you a limit. But minimum limit I can say to assure you that if you take pediatrics, at least you will earn 1 lakh by doing by doing okay work. I mean by doing not much great. I keep at least you can earn that much.
Got it. Got it. Great. So now, of course, the money is always equal to time. So the more time, the more
Yeah,
money
the
you
money
get,
is
right? So
very
that's
important.
practice,
Yeah.
right? So now, looking into the work-life balance, though, how do you think the pediatrics, the lifestyle of a pediatrician with the work-life balance?
Okay. So be ready. I mean, you cannot plan your, I mean, vacation. You cannot plan your dinner tonight. Okay, and you have duty. But I can assure that that is the scenario in 10% of times. Only in 80 to 90% of times you can schedule your life according to your convenience. Okay, it's not like dire emergency every day. Okay, it's once in a while occasion. Okay, in family balance, it's up to you. If you want to earn, of course you earn more. You of course you want to dedicate more time in the hospital. That's up to you. It's in your hand clearly. But being in medical college as a consultant, okay, you will have a lot of time to balance your family life. But if you go into private practice, then of course you will be having little time compared to the people who practice in government medical college or private medical college. So you can really plan well. It's not like, I mean, you will always be in emergency. It's a once in while occasion. 80 to 70 to 80% of times, everything goes according to your plan. I want to tell you that, but it's just 20 to 30% of times when you plan something and it doesn't work. It's my personal experience also.
Got that, right. So,
Okay.
so looking into next 5 to 10 years, how do you see pediatric specialty? What would be the growth, and how do you see that? What is next?
I would say what will going to happen to pediatrics is what exactly happened to medicine. Okay. So 10 years back, I mean, we just had cardio. I mean, imagine 20 years back, what happened? Everyone was going to physician MD. Nowadays, people are looking for cardiologists, rheumatologists, okay, and neurologists, and particularly based on their complaints. That will happen in pediatrics also. Next 5 to 10 years, people, I think, they will look for the particular specialist who is required for their kid. So that's going to happen in pediatrics too. I mean, that pretty much 5 to 10 years, yeah, that's definitely happen. So if you come to pediatrics, then don't come with mindset like you do MD and you will practice. You just come mindset with after pediatrics, you will choose one particular area. Okay, that's how it's going to, because middle class, I mean, people income is good nowadays. I mean, they're improving. I mean, once income education is there in society, they will look for right person for their kid. They, that's why I suggest, I mean, while if you are coming to pediatrics, be open minded and be prepared that you are going to excel in some specialty, because you already know what is happening in medicine. Everyone is looking for specialist. Okay, hardly we see anyone approaching physician for diabetes management. There are particular people who are diabetologists. That is there, that is going to happen in pediatrics also, pediatric diabetologist. Okay, that's already there. If you don't know, I just informing you. And 5 to 10 years is going to be a big thing. Every subspecialty will come up, and every parent will be looking for particular consultant for their expertise.
Right. So no, I think most of us are not looked into this particular feature what pediatric is going to be. So great insight
Yeah.
on that. Dr. Prabhu. Yeah.
Okay.
So now we did a lot of formal discussions and we looked into the specific questions. So now I would like to know more about you.
Yeah.
Give us some insight into your academic journey from the days of MBBS. How was it, and how got you inclined, and where did you do your MD, and how did you work? And currently you are in Delhi. So, and you're also writing for your super specializations. So now, how is the journey?
Yes,
Just give
yes.
us from the beginning so that we get an insight into that.
Okay. First of all, I never wanted to be a doctor. I joined MBBS because my father forced me to it. But what did you go? What parents knows what is better than you, right? That's actually right. That's actually someone said it right. I mean, I didn't know what was good for me, but he knew. Okay, and I got into actually I did MBBS in Shumaga Institute of Medical Science, Megan Hospital. Okay, that was wonderful college. I mean, excellent experience I had there. I mean, very good faculty, very good friends. And those days I was really interested much into surgery. And I want to name particular my teacher, Dr. Venugopal, actually is the one who inspired me towards pediatrics during my internship days and final year of MBBS also. So I want to name him here because he's one person who actually changed my thought process. Okay. Still, I wasn't convinced much, but I gradually somehow got convinced. So that was wonderful experience in Shumaga. Then I studied for 1 year. I mean, I wanted to be in Central Institute. That was I wanted to be. So I had to wait 6 months more than anyone else getting in NEET. So I let go of NEET, even though I was getting good seat in that. So again, I tried for PGI, and PGI aims were to my actually dream colleges. I got into PGI pediatrics. Um, 3 years were really tough, but very wonderful years, meaningful years, I would say. I mean, at the end of the day, every day we had satisfaction, even though with a lot of frustration. That is there. I mean, that's a wonderful place to do pediatrics if you really want to. I mean, academically, I should say I did wonderful thesis. I presented it in Mexico. I mean, Mexico country, and I had my published my thesis also. I mean, clinical wise, I got an opportunity to work into every pediatric subspecialties. Even though I don't know deep about every subspecialty, I know superficial about every subspecialty. That's the opportunity. I mean, PJ is a wonderful place to do pediatrics. And after that, I am still trying to settle. I should not say I have already settled. After that, it's been 2 years. I'm still trying to settle somewhere between family, balance, work, everything. That's how it is going. Currently, pediatric neurology is my specialty of I am interested in. I am trying to excel in that, and I want to see myself as a good pediatric neurologist in future.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's been a great journey, and we could see you very ambitious about pediatric neurology. That's a wonderful and
Yeah.
inspiring way of looking into. And I think PGA also given a lot of platform for you to go international. So that's what you
Yeah,
mentioned, and that's great.
PJ, yeah, I mean, that's actually, what should I say, perks of joining those institutes. I mean, I should say everyone must try. Yeah.
Right. So now, looking into your career, whatever you come across during your process, what has been one of the challenges which you have faced in your career?
Challenges, I mean, yeah, I already named that is stress. It gives some days, it gives a lot of stress. When you have sick children, when you have sick children to manage, that's actually challenging because you have to make decisions. You children will not tell you everything what happening to them. You have to find out. Some days I've spent all night. I mean, without even blinking eye. That's what happens when child is sick. One sick child is enough to, I mean, make you run around. That's the challenge. I mean, always you need to take bold decisions regardless of what is going to happen, and you have to convince parents, and you have to keep the trust. I'm still young, so I don't know. Maybe if you ask me this question next 5 to 10 years down the line, maybe I am better positioned to answer. As of now, I haven't faced many challenges, but whatever challenges are faced, those are sick children. And actually, it feels good when sick children comes out of, I mean, danger. That's actually feels good, but it's really challenging, stressful. I mean, you reach sometimes you reach really point of frustration. Yeah.
Got it. We can get that. So, with having all those stress in between, what has been the best part of taking pediatrics as a specialty for you?
Pediatrics is really a unique specialty. I mean, what should I say? I mean, to name one difference in medicine people will not usually handle ICU. Usually, anesthesiologist will handle ICU, but being pediatrician, you will handle everything, whatever is regarded to the child. Okay, you run ICU, you run OPD, you run wards, everything, whatever is related to child, you are a decision maker. That's the beauty of pediatrics. The ICU is run by you. That's the good part. And one more thing is, uh, what was actually main question? Pediatrics.
What's the best part of it?
Best part of it is the beautiful smile over the child's face and parents' face when they are getting discharged. I mean, the nightmare is while when they come, the dreaded faces. I mean, you should look at this. That pale face, parents yelling, screaming. I mean, crying. That's really threatening. But once we are ready to discharge the child, you should see the smile. I mean, it's a kind you should experience. I cannot really express how it is. I mean, you should, if you see the smile while getting discharged, I mean, that's the best part of pediatrics, and everyone will love with pediatrics. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's amazing.
I
Right.
mean, one more thing is I want to name the relationship. Once any child gets better, the relationship with that family, your relationship with that family will be lifelong.
Mhm.
Even it is a one incident, you got the diagnosis right, you make the child all right, and child is doing well. I trust me, parents will remember you many years to come. I mean, that's the best part of pediatrics.
Wow. Really, that's really touchy and amazing. And so now we are almost at the end of the discussion. So, what would be
Yeah,
your guidance or advice for students who are inclined to take pediatrics as a specialty?
I would say please take pediatrics if you like it. Okay. Uh, and I would suggest come with open-minded, because when we joined, we weren't really aware that there are going to be so many subspecialties, and we aren't really aware. But you are aware now, because I hope you will see this video. So come up with open-minded, and pediatrics is a wonderful subject, and there is never a dearth of patients for pediatrics, because so many children will come with problems, and so many population. India is a big population, 1.4 billion, so there is no dearth of patients. They need as many pediatricians as they can. Okay, so you will never find yourself jobless, never find yourself less of opportunities. There are many to come, and pediatrics is going to explode. I mean, there is so much research is going on in pediatrics. Okay, so much work to be done, so much things to be done in pediatrics. So if you come pediatrics, I mean, you will find yourself in better position, I would say. If you like pediatrics, then definitely take it, because future is bright. That's I can assure you.
Great, great, great. So wonderful, Dr. Prabhu. It's been great interacting with you. Your journey from from MBBS to PGI, and then also entering Mexico, and then now currently working in Delhi and pursuing for your DM in neurology. All the best, and it's really inspiring to
Thank
interact
you,
with
thank
you.
you,
I
thank
hope a
you
lot
very
of
much for this opportunity.
it's a pleasure. I hope a lot of students would
Yeah,
really get a lot of insight from what you have shared today, because most of students would
yeah,
not,
okay.
of course, many things which you shared would not be aware from an MBBS point of view. Only once, when you are telling from PGI and different places, then only we know, okay, this is how the pediatrics is evolving, right? So great, and thank you so much for adding value.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Looking forward to join you again whenever possible.
Sure, my
Let me know.
pleasure. We will. Yes, sure. Thank you,
Thank you
Dr.
for this.
Prabhu.
Yeah, thanks a lot. All the best. All the best.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Isn't this valuable to know the career pathway of a specialist? Hear from experiences of 50 plus consultant doctors from across India. Get an insight into 22 plus medical specialties and make an informed career decision which will shape your future. Join India's first of a kind online medical specialty summit exclusively designed for medical students. Visit our website drsajjanacademy.com to know more. Don't miss out on this golden opportunity.